In our last segment, I got cut off before I could completely, fully explain these adjectives of nationality and how they're formed. Um, we have, I think I'm going to go up here and change how this looks just a little bit. Okay, I had gone through and was telling you that you're always, didn't mean to do that, that you're always going to have a masculine and a feminine form when it's an adjective of nationality, regardless of how that particular adjective is spelled. What you end up looking at to make the plural, though, you want to make sure you're looking at the appropriate adjective. So if you look at Mexican, if we start off with Mexican, you've got Mexicano, which is the masculine singular. To make the plural, you look at Mexicano. So you look at Mexicano and how Mexicano is spelled, and that's how you decide whether to add an S or an ES to the end of your word to make Mexicanos. So if you remember, you add S to vowels to make them plural, and you add ES to consonants to make them plural. So when you want to get the feminine spelling, you look at Mexicana, and that's how you decide whether to add S or ES to make Mexicanas. And with Mexican, O is a vowel as well as A is a vowel, so it's pretty easy. You're just adding an S to the end of those to make their plural forms. When you get down to those adjectives of nationality in which the adjective of nationality is let's undo that. I'll change this one. Okay. When you get down to those in which the adjective of nationality ends in something other than O, that's when things look a little bit different. For example, we have español, which ends in an L, which is a consonant right here. So you look at that consonant, you have to add an ES to a consonant to make it plural, so that's why español becomes españoles. When you look at española, it ends in a vowel, so therefore you just add an S to make its feminine plural form. Okay, and the same thing happens with English, which I seem to have lost part of mine. You look at inglés, the masculine form, it ends in a consonant, so I have to add an ES to it to make its plural form, and inglesa ends in a vowel, so I simply add an S to make its plural form. Also, if there happens to be an accent in the singular masculine form, it can be dropped when you make it feminine or make it plural, and you can refer to your accent notes to understand why that happens.